say tap send see yen fa sadere we emma won customers nititu ene won wo UK say obetimi a create wo tap send wallet no wo app no eso se ekoba ne se tap rate no ekostra obetimi a service ka akodu impempenso bi ti say 50,000 Ghana cedis ane 50,000 Ghana cedis na afei we yin kakra se oba on my Ghana mu a obetimi a service ka wo tap send wallet no so abra unya ohaw bia na tie tap send atre wo mahye akodru UAE Netherlands and Austria tap send na easy fast and secure tap send papa no
everybody check now check it that beat is real don't wait make it kill ya get your green select glucometer and check it sugar level check it green select glucometer check it push sugar level for check it reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Abinsoko! Massive cash out with Aviator on Parimatch. Charlie, visit parimatch.com.gh now and enjoy showdown odds and amazing offers on your favorite sports, jackpot and casino game. Play with Parimatch and get up to 500% Pari Boost bonus to win big like a boss. Parimatch, the game is yours. This advertisement is vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly. No under 18. Gaming can be addictive.
Again to do the Throwback Thursday edition of Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV. And you know, when we sit like this, we talk about the real deal and the real deal happening in our showbiz space. Today, we've gathered some of the interesting stories here on the show for you to know. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, join us, and let's move into the real show here on Sammy Flex TV. Meanwhile, Roland Damate is seated from Shagzi, Shut Up Movement Empire, Roland Report on YouTube, and Roland Report on the .com, as well as in team, Dode Solomon. You can also call him Chemo. Chemo is our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited. And again, he is also the man in charge of Inti Dosu Digital Solutions. If you want your streaming, your monetization, your management of your digital platforms, of course, he handles it for Black Rasta self. Rutica! So you know what I mean. And you guys should know that he is the next in line to get married from this office. So we are still making preparations for the marriage. We are inviting all of you guys, whether you are home or abroad, come and be part of the marriage ceremony. Dates to be announced soon. And of course, we are seated. Digital Rasta Code Currency is doing camera for us, Richie Flex, editor director of the show. Tap Send is here. There's an app for you to send money from abroad to Ghana. Everybody is using it. Everybody says as well. So what are you waiting for? Use it as well. And again, parimatch.com, Parimatch Bet here in Ghana. We have a new app giving us so much money on the web. So you have to look sharp. Download it today and always get to know those who are making quick money from that particular platform. Do it today and thank me later. We have some interesting stories. Some that I know you would be itchy to make an input or two on there. So let's go ahead and start the conversation. First is a post I saw from a gentleman who wants to protect the Ever Confederation. Oh my world. In fact, when I saw the post, I said, well, opinions, like they say, they are like shoe sizes. Everybody has got one. your shoe size can't be the same as my shoe size. So I thought it wise. Bring it on board and let's see what the gentleman will also say. Richie, bring the Ever Confederation post. He says, commercial vehicles from Ho to Accra plays 3 songs all the way. Commercial vehicles from Accra to Ho plays 3 songs all the way. If you are an Ever driver, it is an indictment on you. So stop it. Now this man is saying that he doesn't understand why all these Ever drivers who drive from Accra to Ho, Aflao, in fact to the Volta region, to and fro, all of them, when they sit in their cars, they will be playing 3 songs throughout, in and out. And he thinks, no, it's an indictment. It is not being patriotic. In fact, they are not doing well to promote the Ever language and to support the Ever agenda. The man is not happy. And when I saw it, I also agreed with him. When I said, I agree with him, like, why are you people doing this? At least support your own people. Support your own. I don't know what that have going. That have going to say what? You could have written this whole thing in Ever so that the change will start with you, bro. Selikem decided to write it in English so that those who are corporate would see, and those who are future corporate would also see and stop. That's why he did not write it in English.
But he's talking to Ever people.
But he's talking to other people as well.
He's talking to Ever.
No, he's talking to you so that when you sit in a car and they are playing Ever song, you can tell the driver, please change to Ever. Don't play 3 songs. You are going to Ho or Volta region.
To the
Drivers who are Evers.
Why, Ro, you disagree with him?
My response is it doesn't have coach response.
Which
He
is?
should have written it in Ever so that the change will start from him. Because the people he is communicating to are, in fact, are Evers, of which they are the
Someone
drivers.
please get my phone for me.
The first one is the drivers. So after you saying this, I was expecting him to have even added a word or 2 in Ever. Maybe a word to a YCC in the north would be in Ever and should be attached to this post. Then I would know that he's actually practicing what he wants to preach. But when he comes and also uses a foreign language to preach somebody to go and use Ever, then I ask myself, why do you use a foreign language then? Why did he write in English? Because he could have also written in Ever and people would read and understand. That is the people who understand Ever. They will read and they will understand. Because bottom line is, he's not talking about them playing 3 songs. He's not talking about them playing any other song than Ever songs. So speak in Ever so that the people will hear you, so that the people will understand what you want them to do. That's it. You can't just go and stand like in front of somebody and expect them to do something that you yourself are not willing to do. You are not willing to do it himself. If he wanted the change, if he really meant the change he is actually preaching, he would have added a word or 2 or in Ever in the post that he made. Then that would have made him okay. He has championed this or has started this particular agenda. How can we also? And even generally, his assertion cry is bogus. Generally, his assertion is bogus. Because even in Volta region, they enjoy 3 songs.
Yeah.
Not the car that is going there. Even in Volta region and Kasakasa, they enjoy 3 songs.
The region itself.
The region itself.
Every part.
They are artists. Let's limit. He has given us a limitation. Let's limit our conversation there. Even the artists based in Volta region collaborate with people who speak Twi. So that one too. Then if that is the case, then nobody should listen to any language songs apart from the language that they speak. If that is the case, then nobody should listen to any other language. Then that one there, some people we know that even say they will be among the people that will suffer more. Because in terms of popular languages, if we are to rank, the Ever language will not even come second.
I see.
You understand? So that card there, generally, this assertion self is bogus. And moreover, what he is even trying to preach in the Quran, he himself is not even practicing it.
Chemo,
Yeah.
response.
And then he suffers no consequences for this stupid advocacy.
That is one painful thing in our space.
Yeah.
Full and go scot free.
Free, yes. Because it's a drivers now. Or no, I would doubt if he even take that kind of buses to his hometown or wherever. Before on call voter region crowd. It will be an Accra boy somewhere.
Oh no. He must have sat in these cars
which is
to
why
know
he's
exactly what the problem is.
Yeah, the to and fro of
so
it.
yeah, that one there.
For him to have catched it,
I can argue.
No,
no.
Don't be surprised that he hasn't. Maybe a friend told him.
No,
or something
he
like
knows.
that.
Like me, that I've not sat in a commercial vehicle from here to Nkoko. I cannot talk about what happens in there.
But you see why we are not arguing that it could be true or not. It's because we haven't sat down in a car like that but we believe it could be possible based on how the music in general in Ghana is like. Yes. Exactly. So our biases will say that, well, maybe that's how it is. It is like that. So that's why I'm saying that he may not even be
someone who
yes. But if someone tells him, he will believe it.
Okay.
Because of his biases and come out and make some of these stupid advocacies. You see, one, it will go against the drivers, and two, even the musicians will suffer, and the person who is advocating for that will suffer no consequences. So that's why we should rubbish some of these things when they comes up.
Mr. Rubbish.
Continue.
When somebody like that, when they come online or when they are on social media and make comments like that, we don't have to pay attention to them. And I like the responses going to him. I think he will sit up or he will think and know that no, this is wrong for me to even start with. Because the whole thing is, the drivers who are playing other three songs or who are playing three songs, they are not playing it because they like the three musicians more than the Ewe musician. It's for a purpose.
Exactly.
They are feeding their customers what they like. That's why they are doing that. It's not for any reason that they don't like Ewe people. If they play Ewe songs and people will love it, they will always play the Ewe song. If they play the three songs and the people will love it, they will play the three songs. And again, the buses going to voter region, it's not only Ewe people who sit in it.
Yeah.
So for you not to even get the idea that there are some people who are not Ewes but they go to voter region for business, so you have to satisfy them in a way for them to take your bus. You are fooling or you are not thinking. Like
not thinking as a business
person. Like the guy was not thinking as a business person. He was just trying to be what they would call tribal bigot. Like he's just trying to say something in a tribal way for people to maybe feel that he's more aware than the others.
Yeah.
Including the musicians. Because we have musicians from voter region who are penetrating even the whole Ghana market. Yeah. And you want to tell them that why should they, you want to say that people should only, Ewe should only listen to Ewe songs, or commercial drivers should only play Ewe songs in their cars. Come on. In fact, this is the smallest version of what the people did by saying that you should play Ghana.
Yeah.
People who are not playing Ghana, they are not fools, or you think that they are not patriotic. No. They are reasonable people doing business to survive. So don't just come out and say anything anyhow. It doesn't work like that.
Let me do this last argument so you continue. I'm looking at the planes or the flights that are owned by some countries and they go to such countries. When you sit in such planes, they still have a fair share of their language in there. For instance, when we sat in the Kenya Airways, we saw most of their things in the plane were written in Swahili. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah. I saw that. In fact, the announcement, they will say it in Swahili and then they will say
exactly.
It in,
Is it not the same argument a gentleman is making?
Not at all. They are not doing that because they think that only Swahilians board the plane, or they are doing that because they think that's the best way to preserve their culture. Meanwhile, it's not only Swahilians who board the. In fact, the ones that we took, I can even guess that there could be nobody speaking Swahili.
But they still had yes.
It will not affect anybody for them to do that. That's why they do it. If people
but what I mean is that they still did it.
Yes.
To project who they are.
Because no, it has no consequences. Because of that, do you think now I love Kenyans or I hate Kenyans? It's not like that. Sometimes you do things just to please some people, especially if it will not hurt anybody. Then you will do it. Doing that, as you are saying, may look like okay, they are projecting the Kenyan culture, but at that point, who cares? I'm just traveling to Dubai. Do I care about Kenyan culture or their language? No, I just want to go to Dubai. So at that point, it will not make any sense. If let's say they will force everybody in the plane to watch Kenyan movie in Swahili, that's what we will be talking about, projecting the Kenyan culture. But guess what? Will people love it? Will people be happy if they try to do that? Just announcing the information in their language will not hurt even the people in the plane. That's why it is not an issue. If they really want to project their culture, they should only put Kenyan movies on that plane, and let's see if they will get one passenger to even Dubai. The company will collapse, and they know it. That's why they will use their language. But in the plane, all the movies that I watch, I didn't see even Kenyan movie in there. I didn't see one. Because that will have more impact than just speaking their language. They are just doing that to please people.
No, there will be Kenyan movies there.
But I didn't see one.
Yeah, you did not search why.
Did you get one?
Oh, me, when I sit, I watch more of African movies.
Yes,
I'm not too sure if I did one in that particular plane.
Where the African movies means more of Nigerian movies.
Oh, no. Sometimes in Uganda, sometimes. I've watched so many movies from different countries.
Good. So my point is, why are they not putting it on your face like the way they are speaking their language to you? Because they know the consequences of that action.
Okay.
If they decide to go that way. So they will make business decision there and say that, oh, take whatever that you like. That's why they will give you the options.
Okay.
They won't force it on you, but the language, they are doing that because nobody will even take, it will not be anything for people. So in the same vein, if any commercial driver decide to play only airway songs in their cars, they risk losing some passengers. Because some drivers will say, as for my car there, what you want is what I will play.
Okay.
Not what I want you to hear. And people will patronize that one. It will be a business decision, not being patriotic here. We are talking about survivor thing here, and then you are talking about your tribe and whatever. No. In fact, that's why I'm saying, the person who is advocating for this, he is not a commercial driver. And I doubt even if he takes car to his hometown like that, before you know, he will be going with the private cars and other things. That's why I'm so sure, or I can guess to some extent, that he doesn't know what he's talking about, because all the factors that will make any commercial driver do that, he is not putting it in his advocacy.
Well, one post to the other. Let's move on to Epixode, dance hall musician, high life musician Epixode, who has also said something that I wish to discuss with my people here in the studio. Now, Epi is asking that the art has lost its value. Remember those days when it was about the content and the message? Now everyone chasing numbers and charts. We no longer care about good music. This is what, in simple terms, Epixode is trying to say. Now, he thinks that when artists are about releasing songs, they don't really care about what I am writing in the piece that I'm putting out. They don't really care about, okay, what am I going to preach in the song that I'm putting out. But their interest is when I put it out, I need to be #1 on Apple Music in Ghana. I need to top charts in world Billboard charts. I need to be #3 on YouTube or #1 on YouTube. That is what we think about. And of course, you contact Chemo Dems to give us all the numbers that we want. Then we get the numbers and we come on Facebook. 80K views for what is it, Hosanna?
1 million.
Then we are so excited about it. Epixode thinks that what is happening, we've lost relevance with the arts and now everybody is chasing numbers. Well, I want to know, what do you think about this statement coming from Epi? Chemo, you can still continue from there.
It's interesting. I think what he's saying, in the fact is, yes, some people are chasing numbers, as he said in his piece, but here is the thing. There are two, how do I put this? There are some people who just want the numbers without even making money from it.
Okay.
Like in a normal society that we have people who dress shape, but they don't have anything.
Yeah.
They just want to impress. They want to feel good.
We call them the impressionistic people.
They don't even work. They will beg somebody to get money, but they will use it to just impress people.
In fact, they won't take someone's car to go and pick some girl. Meanwhile, they don't have a car on their own.
Good. That's this. Like, you can compare that kind of people to those who just want numbers online. And then we have the other group who want numbers that will give them money. And in fact, that's the game. So when he said it, I was like, yes, numbers means money. Like in the authentic way of doing it.
Yeah.
Numbers means money.
Exactly.
Whatever that they are doing is for them to make money. So you don't want them to think about the numbers. What do you want them to think about? They should just do music for people to be happy, and then they will go hungry because they are not making money out of it. No. So I mean, for me, I think I get his message, but he should put it in the right context. If you are doing good music and you are not getting numbers, you are losing as a business. So you can't just do good music as he is advocating for without also thinking about getting numbers to make money out of it. That's the real thing. If you are talking about those getting fake numbers, they are separate people. Some people, they just want that fake life to so people will catch up with them and say, no, these are fake, we won't follow you, or we can't see anything. You have the numbers, but nobody knows you. They are there, people like that. But if I have to generalize it and talk about the real showbiz business, that's how you should be thinking. Why are you thinking about doing good music without getting money from it? I mean, what kind of business is that? So I think he should come again. Let us know exactly what you are talking about, not just you advocating for good music without numbers. Because if you do good music as well as he is saying, you also get the numbers.
Exactly.
Or if you do what people want, you get the numbers. So maybe he is trying to say that sometimes you should always not try to do something that you think it will bring the numbers, but do what objectively or socially acceptable. But come on, that's not business. If you want to be an advocate to help the society, fine, but don't use music business in that sense. You will go hungry and then you come and cry that people are doing bad songs, or they have a name for it, but they are making all the money. Yes, they are doing business. You can subjectively judge them as a bad song. But for those who are doing it, this is what people want, and they are giving it to them. We have so many examples. There are certain songs that you will score them technically not good enough. Like all the elements that you want in music
to score a good song.
Yes, they don't have it, but they are the ones everybody is listening. Now the challenge song that they will be doing, we don't hear anything, like we don't.
It's all about the dance.
It's all about the dance. We don't get whatever message that the person is saying, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether the person is encouraging us to do bad things. We don't care. We just want to do one some syllables and then we just want to shake. We just want to do that, and it's music business here. So if you are telling people to write something to encourage the society, something
songs with content,
songs with content, as he calls
conscious music.
It's subjective, and my brother, if you want to be a musician and a social activist, good for you, but don't come and cry that I'm not making money and people without talent are making more than money, because people without talent, as you call them,
they are doing business.
They are doing business, and you are doing advocacy. So you should pick sides, and for me, yes, I think he may have some concerns, but the way he puts it, it's difficult for me to agree with him. Yeah, in that sense, because if you are in the showbiz space, then you have to think about the numbers as well. You can't just do anything. Yeah.
I see. Ro, continuing on from there.
You know, Chemo used to say that there are certain statements when you make, or when people make certain statements, like generally when you hear them in your ears, it sounds like, yeah, this is it.
They've made sense.
But you enter into it and you realize that it be a way. Like on a surface level, yeah, when you listen to this statement, you go like, yeah, this is the message. But you go inside and you realize that it is hollow. This is what I mean. You know, this is not the first time somebody is making this particular statement.
No.
This statement is always made
in different ways.
In different ways, generation after generation.
Yeah.
Funny enough, every generation thinks that they did better than the next generation. Every generation think that gone were the days. Which days again? Which days? Everybody's statement is, hey, gone were the days when we were doing this. Gone were the days when we were doing that. But none of them will still stop and go and do what they were doing back then. They will still form themselves with the present way of doing things. It is not as if people don't care about good music. And hey, that is when I would even ask, what is your definition of good music? When did even lyrics became part of rhythms? In the olden days, we learned from history that when people were using harp and all those things to play music, there were no lyrics. Some music do not have lyrics. So would you term that, because he was speaking about message and content?
Yes.
Yeah.
So would you also term that as not a good music? So I will ask, what is your definition of a good music?
That's dope.
It is about you doing what you see. When the music business or the format changes, then those who are not able to match up to it will tell you that, oh, gone were the days when this was happening, that was happening, this was happening, that was happening. But then, if you are able to match up to it, if you are able to go with the flow, you understand what good music is about. Yes, I know I hear some people would say, oh, this music is better than this music. Yes, it is subjective. Anybody will choose one thing over the other. No matter how good you think your music is, somebody can choose another music over yours. And you yourself, you will not even understand why. Because like Chemo said, even if we want to put the elements that we are talking about as using as the yardstick to measure what a good music is, who created those elements? We were the same people who created those elements.
Fact.
Of which we can wake up tomorrow and say we are taking this out. Or we are taking that out. And nobody can question anybody. So if in that sense, then if we also agree there's music for the feet, music for the mind, and whatever, then we can't wake up tomorrow and discard music and say this is good music, this is not good music. We shouldn't be quick to make such statements.
Okay.
Now, people are chasing numbers. That one is there. But people are doing good music and they are having numbers. That one is also there. Those who are chasing numbers, it is not as if they've not done good music. The difference is that they did not do what the people actually want. So they have to chase the people and let them know that this is what I have. You should know about it. You should pay attention to it. But you see the people who are doing what the people want, they put it in car and it sparks fire. Episodes Atia, before he did Atia, he had done so many songs. But let's ask him, the promotional strength that he put in all those songs compared to Atia, which one was even less? He would even realize that Atia was less.
Exactly.
Because he did what the people want.
Exactly.
Not necessarily because he did good music. Yes, the music is fantastic. But he did what the people want. That is the primary thing. So the conversation of, oh, now people don't care about good music. You lie bad. You lie bad. Go and do just anything and see. Do anyhow. You go see anyhow.
They're not go mind you.
Do any. You think those who are doing colon that are getting the attention, you think they are just doing anything anyhow? Then do something. If it be easy, do them. Oh yes.
And get the attention.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, we are all fighting for the attention.
Yeah.
It is the attention we are all fighting for. So if you think, okay, you have a better product, yet you don't have the attention, and somebody is doing colon and is getting the attention, go and do colon. When you get the attention, come and give them what you want. If it is easy, go and do it and let's see if you are going to get it. We can't sit. This is a creative industry, of which if we are able to accept that even painters, there's something called abstract painting, where people pick canvas and paint and start rubbing each other, yet they are still able to make meaning out of it. Then we shouldn't be quick to discuss somebody's music and say, or somebody's creative piece and say, this is good music, this is not good music. You may not like it. There are so many songs that the first hearing, we would discard it. But the outcome or the aftermath of it, you realize that, Charlie, your feeling, no, they matter for this conversation inside cry. You understand? So yeah, me, I see this as one of those statements. Like when you hear it, yeah, this is the word. But you enter into it and you realize, hey, one here you just open it up and that's all.
It will be empty.
It will be empty.
Well, from another post to another post to another post. This is coming from entertainment entrepreneur and politician Baba Sadiq, talking about King Promise, one of our prolific musicians we have here in Ghana. At least for the past years, King Promise has been very phenomenal, giving us hits upon hits and performances as well as appearances. Now, Baba Sadiq has made an observation that seems true for some artists and even the King Promise that he is talking about. But what is the problem? Why is it like that? Who is to be spoken to, or what is the solution? Now, Baba Sadiq wrote this, and I read. He actually attached the performance of the All African Games opening at the Legon Park or the Legon Stadium to this particular post, and he says, "It needs to be said, King Promise has been one of the most consistent achievers in the music industry since he's been around. Last year particularly has been amazing growth. Wonder why he doesn't get his flowers and plaudits all this while. Our issues regardless, Promise has really put in the work. This performance didn't get the attention it deserves. Bring him back for the closing ceremony." And that is Baba Sadiq's call. Ro, continue and let's get your opinion on this. First of all, is the observation true? If the observation is true, why is it like that? What is the solution out of this?
The observation is true. unfortunately, blame will be less in this conversation. But then, I would rather champion encouragement more than blame game here. Because if you ask me whose fault is it, there are so many elements that combine for to bring forth this particular situation. In the sense that if we are to blame, then we will blame everybody, including the artist. Because we all know the conversation of fan base and in our space, and how some people have even spoken against forming a fan base, or how they think fan base has rather been a curse than a blessing to our industry. However, some people are also surviving based on this particular thing that some people see as a curse. And if you don't know how to harness yours, then some of these conversations will definitely pass you by. His advocacy there, as in bringing Kim Promise back or giving him a special attention, will be very difficult. I ask myself, does even the artist really even want what you're advocating for him? Do you think he also shared the same opinion that his effort is going unnoticed? I would want to hear that from the artist himself. For him to say, oh, they did not talk about it to the extent that I would appreciate when I did A, B, C, D. Then I would ask myself, okay, what effort did you also put in making sure this conversation goes as you want you want it to go? Then we can have a conversation. Oh, maybe me, I paid A, B, C, D people for them to do this for me. But then you people did not receive it this way. Then I would know that, oh, okay, you made an effort, yet it did not go. Even for that, you still can't blame people, because like I always say, it is about interest. If somebody doesn't have an interest in whatever you are doing, and the interest sometimes goes beyond love, it goes beyond love. So funny enough, when I hear some people say, oh, we promoted you, we helped for you to become big, we are part of that success, we are part, and they are not people who directly invest in you, I laugh. When I hear people say that, or people who have not even directly invested in you, when I hear those people say it, I laugh. Like a media personality or a media platform will come, hey, this person, the way we promoted this person. Meanwhile, you don't even have a relationship with the person. When I hear those things, I laugh, because you did not do it out of charity. That is the long and short. You did it because you saw an incentive there. You saw an interest. You saw a business interest. That's what you saw. So if people are not talking about the good things that Kim Promise is doing, then I would rather encourage them to try and find a way to make their moves business interesting. Because that is the only way. Because as it stands, Shatta Wale is in the news 24/7, because when you put his name, Shatta Wale, in your headline, in your story, your search engine optimization, whoop, shoot up.
Sold out.
It is evident in any. Let's line about 10 people who have made stories about Shatta Wale, whether good or bad. Whether good or bad. Let's ask. Last time when we went to GTV, the one lady from Lifestyle who came to interview him right after his interview with Kafuide made a confession.
Yeah.
That, oh, the first story. Meanwhile, she has not even met Shatta Wale herself in person before. But the first story she did, and out of that,
she wants to do
more. So this person will wake up tomorrow and say, I mean Shatta Wale, I promoted Shatta Wale, forgetting that there was an interest.
Oh my goodness, interesting point.
So please, this conversation there, it is unfortunate that some of these things, because me too, I feel that his frustration, that yes, an artist like Kim Promise is doing the most that sometimes needs the attention, but agenda and misplaced priorities in tea, sometimes they become victims in certain conversation, like the All African Games that he's using as an example. On the day, all the performance of course from the Pat Thomas to Shatawale to Kim Promise. See, there was no bad performance on that day. Yet, the whole conversation, because of agenda, turned into a different thing, whereby even the beautiful things that this guy did went unnoticed. So me, I share his frustration. But I would also encourage them that perhaps they should try and make the conversation about them business. They should let it be business interesting, because that's the only thing that can push these people to talk about you. Because to them it is all about the internet sikedro. What the internet sikedro means, if I should mention your name, I would get the views. If I should mention your name, I will get the numbers. Else you would have to pay them. You would have to give them a manual interest instead of an automatic one. You would have to manually give them an interest. That is the only way. That's why some media personnel will tell you, oh, if you want me to talk about you, come and pay me. Because they feel like automatically if they talk about you, you may not go. So manually, you need to give them that interest. So it is unfortunate. I share Baba Sadiq's frustration, but I also think that Team Kim Promise need to devise more strategies in order to promote some of the good things that they are doing. The likes of Riala and other musicians are also suffering the same thing, if you ask me. That is why I would say some of them need a fan base. It is a need for them. If this is their cry, then it is a need for them.
I see. Because even Riala and Stonebwoy have been mentioned to perform at the closing ceremony, but only Stonebwoy is being mentioned.
Exactly.
Riala is missing in that conversation.
Because the agenda now, the Stonebwoy has a machinery that is cooking the agenda for him. And that agenda, fortunately or unfortunately, he's been able to create some level of automatic interest around his name. So people would rather want to mention his name for them to get their incentives than Riala.
Wow, Chamo.
Yeah.
Baba Sadiq, honorable.
It's straightforward. I don't know why Baba Sadiq will even go around it. Like it's straightforward. I mean, if we mention your name, we will not make money. We won't. That's what it is in it for the media people. And then for the artists, if people are listening to their songs, they will be happy because they will make more money. We are not sure whether Kim Promise is not happy about what happened or what is going on in terms of his people putting the spotlight on him. But here's the thing, you don't decide about that one. So you do what you think it will give people some form of interest to look at you and even promote you more in a way that you will like it. I think Baba Sadiq, somebody can just turn the whole thing and ask him why Kim Promise but not Pat Thomas or the other or Ebutela or the other one. So it will end up that then you have interest.
You also have a special interest.
Yes, maybe you like Kim Promise based on whatever that he is doing, and you want to support him in particular, not that you want to support everybody. You have interest in Kim Promise in particular. That's why you are pushing that he should come back again and people should talk about him. In the same vein, some people will also push for other musicians and then say that, why are you not giving these people the spotlight to shine? Why are you always like it will happen the same way? I remember when this guy, the beat maker with Ampon, Roro. Roro said something about Ampon giving us all the hate by the music.
Nobody is
talking about him and all that. It's the same way. Roro has interest in Ampon getting the spotlight. So he will push that agenda. So you can ask him, Roro, why Ampon but not Nasi? Or why Ampon but not Ohima Messi or Empress Gifty? That is it. So here's the thing. Everybody in the space has interest.
Special interest.
Big time.
Special.
And then some of the activities of the musicians or the entertainers will decide where we should go. Now, like Roland said, if you mention Shatawale in your post, your numbers will go up. I mean, you can check it generally, whether you are saying it in a bad way or in a good way. Your numbers will go up. So, all of the people in the space who make money from doing content about entertainers, their focus will go on who will give them the money or who will give them the numbers for them to make money. And unfortunately, if we are ranking the names that will give more numbers as it stands now, Kim Promise will not come first. And the name that will come first will be Shatawale.
Yeah.
So after the whole performance, Shatawale, wherever you go, it's Shatawale. Because
this one that they are coming to do that he won't perform cry even when they are
the same thing will happen.
They still do Shatawale.
Even if they want to say, let's say, positive about whoever did the performance, if they attach Shatawale somewhere, that positive will still go up because if they do only the positive, they may not get the number. So this positive performance is better than Shatawale. Hey, boom. They can't just say, oh, this guy did so well. You need to see it. Everything, like all the elements he checked, whatever. For Shatawale, some. Because he is the catalyst. He's the catalyst. Yes, he will just make it go like that. So I think for now the way for Kim Promise to also come up, if Sadiq needs a strategy, then you should say that the Shatter's performance will complement Kim Promise, and then boom. It may spark something. Yes, you have to push Shatawale some way somehow, because in the space it's about winner takes all. If you are the one winning, you are the spotlight, and everybody wants to take something out of
some bites from you.
So yeah, it's unfortunate. His observation is, I mean, right. We can't say that he's wrong on that.
Wow.
But unfortunately, it doesn't work the way he wants it.
But can we also push that his team, they become deliberate, like some people say about this.
Intentional.
Exactly.
They become intentional about this. As in, they have to go here, and find a way that you people, when it is about us, we are actually employing on you, whether for financial gains or for other gains.
Yes.
Do it for us. Can they also do that?
Yes. In fact, that's the way. Apart from you getting the automatic way, like Shatawale is enjoying now, you should also put effort in promoting your artist, so that your artist will be in our faces, and then we will decide whether it is good enough for us to keep it or not. That's where we will talk about it in that sense. You can push it to us, and then for us to decide. You can't tell us how we should think or how we should do our things, but you can market a product so much that we will say that it's good enough, so let's keep it. That's the way. Even in normal business, they do that kind of thing. You see, Coca-Cola and Guinness and others, they are in our faces. In fact, we already buy them, or like we've been buying it without even the advert, but they still do the advert because they want to tell us that we are not going anywhere. We are with you. That's why they will still spend huge money to do art. They can even erect a huge billboard and there's no word on it, just the product. They won't say anything. Yes, they just want it to be in your head that we are here. That's all. So artists can also adapt some of these strategies You can just put yourself out there for people to know. So if we mention Shatta Wale, we say, oh, Can Promise 2 is there because you are in our faces. That's where the marketing
thing is come in. Don't be complacent.
Yes. So
no, I'm not sure that is
because some people would even think that Shatta Wale has a complete automatic stuff. It is not automatic like that. Yes. There are some that he himself even engineers it.
Yes. Exactly.
So that one there you can't be complacent and say Shatta has automatic response, so he's sleepy. No. Say if Onumpono is not sleeping but still wants certain things to be said, so, of which some of them he's engineered that. You see the video is in Nigeria. The video is big, he's huge. Yet when it comes to complacency, it's out of his books. Which is why he has people planted even in our industry that when he's about to do a project, he wants some level of talkability. He activates them, whether through any means. But make sure their interest is also aligned with whatever he wants to do.
FIFA tournament, and then you will see the billboard in the stadium rolling with the video's picture. Yeah, it's part of it. So you have to do your best to push it out there. If you are not happy with the visibility that you are getting, because for all you know, he's okay with what is happening. So or whatever that we are seeing,
he's satisfied.
Of course.
No, I'm fun.
You are crying more than the bereaved.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on to the next business, and I think this will be the last but one. Then we run away. Another post worth discussing, and this is coming from one of the guys that I enjoy reading from, especially on Facebook. Anytime he puts out pieces, I really enjoy reading them, and he brought one that is worth our consideration. And Richie, you can let us read the article about relevance, the article about artists and what they do. Bright Ash Cat, that's the name, huh? Okay, Bright Ash Cat. I really enjoy reading from him. He says the realities need to surpass the aesthetics. Aesthetics. Okay, so he says the description of certain Ghanaian artists as international and others as local champs continues to be based on a mythical fallacy, a forced agenda, and a quagmire of intentional self-deceit, which on the other side don't see the gains. The comparative value of they that are termed international as compared to the locals, be it on territorial domination, streaming action, and market worth, continues to show no significant difference. I keep trying to count the number of continental hits we have had, and I'm not sure it surpasses 5. I keep trying to count the number of continental hits we've had, and I'm not sure it surpasses 5. It's even more insane that these international acts are making their international streams from countries like Djibouti, Gabon, and Seychelles. Quantifying and wallowing their streams, they are still grossing so much from the local market than any other market. Makes me wonder what our international is about and what it serves if we are rather focused on the aesthetics than the business. Burna Boy, Wizkid, Davido, Patoranking, No Sorry, Fuck Me, Arasta, Ruga, Ashake, Rema, etc. haven't gone on a self-serving taunt of claiming international. Their work speaks for it. Ahenepa Enkasa.
Ahenepa, not Ahenepa. Yeah, correct.
Ahenepa Enkasa.
Yeah.
And that is what.
But he wrote Ahenepa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ahenepa Enkasa.
Yeah.
And I want us to look at this. I love the title. It says the realities over the aesthetics. The realities need to surpass the aesthetics.
Yeah.
Is there wisdom in what is written, Jamo?
Oh yeah. But very interesting. Very interesting.
Very.
But it will be like this is a Pro Max version of what episode said. The kind of yes. In reality, people want it like that. Some people want us to call them international artists without even getting anything from it. And you can't cry for those people. That's what they want.
Okay.
Like I said, there are some people in our areas. Mobile dresses shepe, but nothing there
to show.
Yes. They just want to feel good by showing off like that. Yes. So they, in the same vein, yes, what he's saying is true. I mean, I think he's observing. There are some artists here who call themselves international artists, but when you look at their numbers, it's like their numbers in their territories or the local spaces are more than the numbers out there. So his question will be, so why are you not focusing on your local market to take advantage of what you can get instead of say going international, like he said, Djibouti, Seychelles, and other places. Whatever that you will get there, it will be nowhere near what you are getting locally. So what kind of international are you talking about? International that is giving you reality, as in making money out of it, for us to say you are international, because the international should come with some kind of getting some, not just the accolades, but getting some kind of influence. That's the word, influence or impact that will let us say, okay, now you, like when we are mentioning the names, we will mention your name. But he's trying to say that the international that our people have here is international that you can mention influence from a places that we will not really recognize when it comes to the world market. Yes, that's what his concern is. But for me, yeah, people will be like that. We just have to know them and know when they say international where they belong. And there are people who are genuinely international, but they are not also big in our local space. And for that one, I think he didn't touch it. But we have people like that. Like we can put this lady Riala in that category. She may not be that big in Ghana here, but when you go to other places, she has that influence. Like they've been calling her, and her name is out there. As Atongo Zemba is another example. He's been getting the hit outside there, but we don't hear much about him down here in his local territory. So for me, he has a point here. But the thing is, the people who are doing that, they may be okay with it. So what is your point here? Are you telling them that they should focus on the local, or they shouldn't use their international to intimidate the people that they call locals, who are making more than even you calling yourself international? But the thing is, that's where the subjective thing will come in. You see, we have international that are somehow objective for us all to know. Like he mentioned, Davido, Wizkid, Patoranking, and others. You don't need anybody to tell you that they are international. Because their product, you can see the product, the impact of their product all over the place. But there are some people, you only see the impact when they mention it. Like this guy is international. And okay, so then you mention the product. So is that like you mention the name before the product, but there are others, the product will go out there before you even mention their names. That's the difference. So for me, he has a point here, but the thing is, those who are going international just by name, they are okay with it. That's why they are doing that.
That's their choice. That's the choice.
That's the choice that they have made, and they are okay with it. And there are people here, they don't call themselves local champion, but they know they are winning here, and they are doing their best to maintain their relevance. And you can see it. In fact, some of them, they even have that international influence, but they don't mention it. They are, whatever that they are doing locally is also penetrating internationally. Just that they will not come out and say, I'm international. You just see it for yourself. So for me, it's,
but when you go out there, people are still consuming them.
Yes, exactly. Their numbers, as he said, some of the people that you are calling local champions, they have numbers which is even far more, or in fact the same as those that you are calling international. So what is the difference?
Got it.
Yes. So what is the difference? So I get his message. By me, my point will be, the people in that space, they are happy with what is happening. And yes, you can point out what is happening. Like he said, I love his write-up. But for me, it will end like they are okay with this. So let's move on with our life. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ro. Bright Ashkat. Let me get your opinion from his post.
Locally acquired foreign assets.
Lafa.
That's the situation I draw from this particular post. Well, it is. I always say my level of success is not your level of success. Unfortunately, some people are also for the aesthetics, whether you like it or not. Some people are in for it. You don't know the vision of somebody in the space. To some people, accolades is their thing.
Satisfaction.
Is their satisfaction, which is why some people combine doctor. Layer 5. And you who say, "No, doctor." You understand?
Salute to him.
Yes. Somebody like Bishop Dag Mills. He's been promoted into the high ranks of bishop, but he still sticks with the normal bishop that people mention. There is the archbishop and whatever. He's reached that high level of ranks, but he seems to be content with Bishop Dag, bishop. Then like the normal mentioning of bishop. So you realize that, say in the same vein, there are certain people who are not moved by those accolades and titles.
Okay.
But they would rather prefer to let their work speak for them. And to them, the work speaking for them is the effort they put in and the returns that they are making. Whether the returns is coming from here, is coming from wherever, that is their own. That is what to them gives them that satisfaction. If you want to know what makes me satisfied, check the effort I am putting in the work and check the returns. That is the conversation. Simple.
Okay.
So you can decide to go to Harvard. You can decide to go to this. You can decide to go to that. If he goes to Shatawale school, he cry friend say Amfuanga. If he goes to Amfuanga and he's earning more than you, forget your Harvard.
He's still going to be bigger.
He is still going to be bigger than you in any way. And the interesting thing is that even you that you said you are Harvard graduate, Harvard graduate, you know, you are still, in fact, your base survivor is even with where he is. You think he is championing. That is it. And even in your Harvard area, the crown, he still has influence there. That conversation is there, and it is linked to the statement that this guy made.
Okay.
But it is what it is. We live in a space where people enter with different reasons and interests. Some people are here, and they are all in all. If this one collapses, they are dead. Some people too are here. It is about sense of belonging. Me too, I am here, Sam, see me. So even if it collapses, they can go home and find something else to do. But to some people, this is their survival. People like Daddy Lumba, Shatawale. This is their life. You touch it, they will press you. They will come for you.
I know, right?
This is their all in all. They have nothing else. And there are certain people that, should we say nobody should do music today? Give them the next 20 years, they will not go hungry. They will not go hungry because, Charlie, they also came to show some.
Dr. Nilanti.
They also came to show some.
Okay.
You understand? There are musicians like that who will tell you, Charlie, you are doing music for survival. So today you are breaking your neck, bruh. You are releasing 50 songs. You are traveling farm. You are going here. You are going there. To them, they will just come and throw one song in their home, and they will go
and still survive.
R2Bs. Exactly. So it is there like that.
Okay.
It is there like that. His observation is very apt. But unfortunately, there's not much that can be done about it, because that is what is giving the aesthetics is also giving some people some level of satisfaction. Me pani abomidi wo BBC, me pani abomidi wo CNN, Monday susu. That is their level of satisfaction, and you can't take it away from them. Same way they can't also take your $2 million that you are taking for your 4 minutes performance from you. You understand? They can't also take it away from you. So it is what it is.
I see. Well, let's look at a very last story, which happens to be one of my favorites, though. Then we can run away from here. I have a question to ask my people today, and the question is: there is some kind of journalism that we are practicing in Ghana. I don't know how we're going to call that journalism, where media people who have divergent views over issues come across like they are attacking, come across like they are insulting, come across like they are personally abusing people. And I ask myself, what kind of journalism is that? Is that the way to go, or what? Because these are supposedly trained media people who are to analyze issues for the untrained people to understand them. Yet, the trained people come on their airspaces, and listening to them feels like it is boxing ring kind of affair, give and take. In Showbiz, we have Saliman. In Showbiz, we have Sally Frimpong. At least one of the certified names in that media can agree. Now in sports, one certified one is Songo Man. Songo, aka Countryman Songo. And a recent video of him attacking or talking about the appointment of John Pencil as the second coach of the Black Stars makes me ask, which kind of journalism is this one? Like journalism, which kind of this one? Which kind is this one? Well, I have a video from one of his...
politics.
In politics, who?
Captain Smart.
No. You're right. In politics, Captain Smart. Thank you for that addition. So in Showbiz, Sally Frimpong, man. In sports, I think I have to go and make this point down. I have to go and make this point down. What do you think about these guys? Entertainment, Sally Frimpong, man. Sports, Countryman Songo, politics, Captain Smart. And I'm asking, what kind of journalism is this one? Well, we have one of his tapes from one of his presentation on Asempa FM and Adum TV. He does not stream on Asempa FM.
Yeah, he does also.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I would want us to watch it. When I come, that will be the final topic for the day. What kind of media or journalism is this one? Watch it. I'll be right back.
The moment I'm now. Me my demonstration what cassette ya. Say now pe Blasters assistant coach. What Jimmy pa, we Jimmy pa. Kwa sabema TV tuna o cassette demonstration. This is the moment I'm now. Me my demonstration what cassette ya. Say now pe Blasters assistant coach. What Jimmy pa, we Jimmy pa. Kwa sabema uhuye nyai wate. Me na me catch now. Who bet me I assistant coach am Blasters ayi. On say you say abotre ewie man kunimdi minya abotre wa wo kotena TV so me ma ya demonstration efa football enkoyi obetena ase na nka wo ka trash ojai in the professional wo num kan what hunya nya wo painting me na me ka concept guy sana ya frena ka chane say ya be ma post enti kwasiasem bia ko ka kire demonstrators no ene obeka san kwasiasem no TV so kire. And now, person we Blasters, and now we Blasters assistant 3 coach. Finye nyankan kan what? Some basa, some way. More per somebody professional to make sure say or national team more professional. Where no some basa, no some basa, no some problem. No some say cancer kwa we some. Ye na me sheda na be di man. This is the moment. own goal player. Uti Upo Blasters own goal. Uko West Ham own goal. What show Husao? Uko Tina TV so. Yeah, demonstration. Uni Assembly can ye Kurasini tisao. Ufin professional. Asia o se fatasa obe Blasters assistant coach. Enye Jimmy for we mu professional. Ena wo mu betam wo ede wa propaganda. Wo betima Blasters assistant coach. No akwa we Jimmy for mu painting Jimmy for we mu enena mu be hu so won sem fata. Na mu nim no nipa na ye din na dia ma wo. Na I won't shift my attention to you. Wo no trainer scout ni na mo sem fata. Mo ye bomb, mo ye kan national team na nye ye da. Mo amu be dwane afri national team Ghana Blasters. Mo boada. Ana Kurt no nyansa chen wan Kurt how many years? Kurt ni nyansa ye say. Ne common sense ni na disua ye say ah. O se nipa bi etimi ma akwa we etimi use ye okroma ni how. Mo di ni peska, mo politicians no. Mo compromise fro kankana, mo compromise mo hono. Any mo sports minister ni ntia. Nanka wodi wonya match kura Kurt we. Nonsense. National team taxpayers money in your dituaka. But kwasasam kwa na mudi kire o Blasters. Ghana ni bia ni nye ho. Any trainer scout to adu we amakofanaba. Mu wie susu a se trainer scout we a wonya de we ye hu no se ni coach ye fun we oniwa ni obetimi ase bi situation so a mu nkohwe akwa bi amakotam na ba se paint we ni hunya nyai fu kankan we. It is not that ejuma na kasa no onim ye somebody who is a fake obi a ade a anya ne oni certificate di o person force nya set o ye bad person adwene kuta ne nya adwene papa kululu kwasia professional tena na wonsua de na wontro ne maakew ne yanka se 10/10 ye the certificate asawonsa but rather o forge certificate foolish guy like you kwasia fo we mu nyina wo mutetukuro we mu no football nkoye yani yesi nkoye ye demonstration waba ne ye ka sama ye busa wasam na se bia wonim hwefa ho a na wo ba begu ye ho fie ni ha on say hono man kasa me ka kiro se wonya match me boa in the past man kasa wonya match kura mami na me nim ne na me twen this is the moment mo be finding the mo be dwane free Blasters mo be dwane kura si fo bi sa.
What kind of journalism is this? Okay, so let's put it this way. You are a sports journalist. The appointment of a certain coach, you are not cool with it. Which is fine, fine. This is your camera. This is your microphone. This is your studio. These are thousands and millions of people watching. Why don't you tell them why you think the guy is not fit for a coach, but you have mouth odor. You are smelling. Which one? This one? Like how?
Professional.
No, which is professional? What is what is professional about this? No, what I mean is that give us statistics. In 1998, when Ghana was going for South Africa World Cup, we had a coach who was a foreign coach, supported by this. In 1938, because of that, anytime we go for such, we need this. Then but I don't know what kind of media we are practicing with this kind of thing. If it is not about you, you might think it's cool, but it's not cool. It's not cool.
So they be for here.
No, even beyond that, like it is not cool. Like I'm talking like a professional and a trained journalist. It is not. I'm not saying agree to everything. No, you don't agree that John Penzer should be the coach appointed as the second coach. Perfect. Why don't you agree? Put it out there and let's go. Ne ho e born in a new born and no what ne ho born no my jumana. What is fault?
Ki ko fa ponche.
Na nu born no my jumana. What is fault? Oh, Chamu. What kind of journalism? What kind of journalism is this one?
Insult journalism.
It's sad, but we have insult media now. There are some people who insult others and will still make the numbers. And as we can see, so I invested in them. for them to insult, so they will also make their money and all that. I mean, it's sad, as you were saying. I mean, if you have something against the person, as in you don't agree or disagree with the decision that they have taken, I think it's within your right to express yourself and say whatever is happening. But na me pe wa fi na me nya ode no e be come media and for some reason kwa na e through Debbie
we should encourage it.
Omo the year personal attack on say we say no songo e ma na e clear say wakwa na asem do on open and wonya no, so at that point enye journalism na say wadwuma na keke na wo ye why and personal and o can sem na o the professional issue because e be a lawyer for ko choose o the o can cat professional say the be ya
what is professional about be o sin e bon and these are unfounded claims.
Say technically we didn't go court be chere professional ne ho bon now says that's what they are doing and it's sad. You see, as you listed some names, the same thing is happening at Onuya with Captain Smart. After people debunking the fact that food poisoning is not the same as the poison that he wants to present. Korea do there kwam se fa kan money bim leading.
Sir.
Yeah. Say the word do o matem no. Wow. Omunyina also do mo ho asem ba cha say we do o matem ama afi do so be kire e kwan kra Dr. Gwakutin fast in escape. And you know it's like this is where we are now. It's sad by the journalism as a profession and with the ethics as we knew it, you know. They say and why are we at this point, or why is this thing happening? And then I will go back to radio issues now make it come. Now they are not following those ethics because the competitors online are not following any ethics. So if they try to go the radio way, the traditional media way, they may be losing out. And you know, they keep such people there. But can you imagine like GBC now Okasasi? Obey Jumo GBC. It won't happen. It won't happen. Not just a day. It won't happen. And you know, but they say GBC ne really. It's not about the traditional media and the ethics and whatever. Say whatever will bring the numbers. That's the game now. And some of these people, they have the backing of the investors to do their own things. Me, my head songwa, or catch an employer live on TV. Say, oh yeah, me judge money is here live on TV. And yes, it be on my be a hano. Na be after the show or no more. There be live on TV. Obey judge Jumana in a professional way. I'm a hokra kakra foul. Kakra foul. So now the what is happening online is dictating how they should behave, and some of these people are going so hard and throwing all the ethics that you knew or you studied away. Now it's about what people will watch us online. So let's go this way. And in fact, the employers are happy with them. They are really bringing in numbers. And interestingly, they are top personalities in their firms, like the media houses that they are. They are part of the faces who are making the media house work. So it should tell you that yes, they are just following like others are doing. It's not nice, but this is it. I mean, any partner who attacking on or no one attack you personally. Adnena mokoye no, and also who some fast so. And I the young can't say or can anything bad about Adnena mokoye. In the same vein, you can also say bad things about him getting an appointment, but not to him personally in a professional way like that. It's sad, but this is where we are now. as an institution.
It's not looking good.
Yeah,
if it
not
continues like this.
Not at all, yeah.
You see, we think Ghana, we are beyond some confusion, but some of these things can bring them.
Oh, yeah. In fact,
you go to some countries, yes. War started with some of these statements mentioned on radio and on TV.
Yes.
But he has a
intimacy. You are right. I mean, some of these statements they can cause havoc, but you see, because we are in a free society, free speech and other things, people can say something that will hurt you. Your option to act is to take them to court. That's the civil way that we have to deal with it. So, and the other way is that we have to sensitize people that these are the new development coming up, so be ready for it, so that people will know that okay, there are some people in our space who are acting like this. They are not acting right, but I can't put the law in my hands and act in other ways. Either I take the person to court or I have a way to stomach whatever that they are saying, because I don't see it stopping. And I will also disagree if we start saying that let's moderate them, let's censor them, let's do this, because the people that will be in charge of those things, they will start also abusing it. It has happened before. Okay, Songo is saying something, it's not so now. Okay, the government should come in and ban Songo. But if let's say Captain Smart is saying something in favor of the government, they won't ban him. Yeah. Because it's their person, and at the point he may be insulting the other people the way that they want. So for us regulating or banning people based on what they say, I'm against it. But we can sensitize people that these are the people in our space. We have the law to deal with it. If you can't go through the law way or the legal way, then find a way to stomach whatever that they tell you. Yeah. By banning them or stopping them from saying whatever they want to say, I'm against it, because those people who will be in charge will always use it against the people that they don't like. Yeah. And the Ubon said they will be selective. They will be banning Songo, but they won't ban somebody who is for the GFA insulting Songo or others. We have seen some before. I mean, Shatawale has complained about when he acts, IGP will come on him. But others are saying something that he doesn't like, and IGP is not going. Yes, it's because IGP is the one deciding which one is important or which one he should act on. So when you give that responsibility to people, issue will come up. So let the law deal with it, and then again sensitize people. Say when it hits you like this, these are the options that are available to you. Either you take it to court, or find a way to deal with the insult coming to you. I mean, you pay this, or meet me trouble, and this is our way of dealing with it. We have option to even block them, but we don't do that. We laugh over it. We just laugh over it. That's how we are dealing with the issue. Because we start to say blocking Oma. Our biases will leave Oma almost insulting others. Yes. When we start doing that, that's what will happen. So let us leave it, but find a way to deal with whatever is coming our way.
I see. Yes, Ro, let's close.
For this one, I think in the coming years, the court will be full of defamation cases and insult cases. That one,
insult there doesn't go to court.
No, but some insult will lead to you defaming people. That one, it will. There are certain people who will not even stick only with the insult, say I am insulting you, but will add certain allegations to it that you would give you material for you to take them on. Okay. Because as it stands now, this is how it is starting. It is coming from insult. Definitely, it will graduate to another level where people will come with damning exposés and scandals about people, and this is going to force certain people to take them on. And the beginning is insult. The genesis of it is insult. So lately, when I look into our media space, sometimes I feel sad, because growing up, the type of journalism that we saw, which even motivated us into this space, unfortunately,
That is not what is happening.
That is not what is happening. Unfortunately, that is not what is happening. Like, I just threw my mind back to days where I would sit behind radio, sit behind TV, and out of even a 30-minute talk show or 1 hour talk show, the kind of things I'm able to learn, and even the materials, even without me going to even as at that time me going to a journalism school and the kind of materials you are able to get, the kind of things you are able to learn from it. Now you tune into Songo has about 2 hours on air, and if 1 hour is even used for this, I ask myself, I put myself in that scene.
And he's done, and he give it to the callers who are also.
So what's a longer version now? Or say, what them do with ya? Who the callers in
Wow.
So ask myself. So if I am to put myself back into those days where I sit behind radio, behind TV to learn, even on top of head out from some of these people, I put myself in that same situation. I ask myself, so 1 hour, I'm going to listen to Oya Kwasia, Uhunye Nyai, Osea Pro, Wenum Kankai. Like, of which, how, I also agree with you. For whatever we are doing, there are people who like it, people who don't like it.
Yeah.
Same way we also like certain things people do, we don't like certain things and people also do. It is human nature. But my own is, if you can't provide solution to what I'm doing, shut up. If you can't, because I hate a doctor that is able to diagnose, you are going to die tomorrow, and can't even give you or predict paracetamol for you to say, oh, you take this, at least it will help sustain you. This one, now, the media is being used as a weapon. As a weapon. That is where we've got into now. So now, unfortunately, even the politicians have seen it. They've seen the fourth arm of government is used for slapping. The fourth arm of government is used for causing pain to people. So if you would want to use that same, let's check how many politicians or the number of media spaces, media platforms in our space, and how many of them are owned by politicians. They've all bought the weapons. It's just like owning a gun. You can use it for good things, you can use it for bad things. You can use it to protect yourself, and you can use it to harm others. Unfortunately, the intention or the intent of people owning this weapon is to harm, is to use it as a revenge weapon. Somebody is happy to associate himself with Sammy Flex because Sammy Flex TV as a media platform is a weapon that he can use to propagate good things about his brand. But somebody is also, okay, Sammy Flex is doing this for Asumesi. Let's also build our own. Scatter fire. So today, it is scatter fire. Tomorrow, it is scatter fire. It is the same weapon. And that is where we've gotten to now. It is high time people see the danger. Now, I say, a good achemokano. A good in yes, they are going out of business, but they are metamorphosing into something else. A good at the biokano, and yes, a good as in people no longer pay attention or whatever. No, it is because they are changing into something else, and the thing that they are changing into is getting scarier by the day. Because now, the media houses that we used to sit at home, listen to and learn from, get proper information from, these same media houses are being used as weapons to attack people. They are being used as and it is revenge weapons, Simple.
Yeah.
Revenge weapons. And I ask myself, so where are we going? Like, what are we even trying to build something? Because if after an hour you do this, yet you expect the sports or the football space to grow, then how will it grow? Because they have appointed this man. You said this man is not good.
Professional.
The reason why Asumesi is better than Obintin. No. Perhaps if you had given a list of solutions in Krampwa, the person who appointed him would learn a thing or two from it. Yet, ne hu ne nyai, ne hu kankan, ne si apro, ne hu enyefe, anyone who nyina took all the agenda. And you see, at the end of the day too, it is not about him making sure, okay, we take something bad out of the system. It is about settling personal scores. Oh, would you maybe? Something you so. Just like Saliman said the other day. Oh, I have given the report. Now it is left with my personal one. And a personal one. Over Canaway. Rollins GBC.
Well, let's end it here. Enough knowledge, information, and wisdom shared here on Showbiz Daily. And at this stage, I would also want to pick your opinion on some of the topics discussed here. Let me say thanks to Intim Dodo Solomon Chemo, Roland Amate, Digital Rasta Currency, who did our camera, Richie Flex, editor, director, and to you for spending quality time to watch us. Drop your commentaries under the video, and again, remember to also subscribe to us, because here we are not insulting anybody. We are speaking wisdom, knowledge, and information. That is what we want. This should not be encouraged. It should not, because it is some of the reason why now everybody wants to own a media platform. Most of the rich people who are investing in media platforms, it's not because they want to really propagate as in the tenets of the media.
Even the business,
yes,
media business.
They are need to fight their own battle. And if it continues like this, Ghana will not be a very beautiful place to live. My name is Sammy Flex. I'll see you in our next video when I see you. Until then, stay in peace. Be out of here. Bye.